A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. I welcome to all of the biology students to my YouTube channel Biology with Muhammad Abid Malik. Now I move forward to start today's lesson. Today's lesson is the levels of organization in organisms. So our objectives are so much clear. We just understand the levels of organization from lower level, from electron, proton, neutron to upward atom, and then towards the biosphere. That is our objectives. We just learn about these things, which things made the organisms, and then where we spread and where we reside, where we are living, all the ecosystem as well as biosphere we will discuss in this lesson. Now we are starting our lesson, the level of organization. In order to understand the various phenomena of life, biologists study biological organization at different level. Today we are sharing about these different levels. First of all, subatomic as well as atomic level. Second, molecular level, organelle and cell level, tissue level, organ and organ system level, individual level, population level, community level, biosphere level. Some of the levels we will discuss today, and some that will remain we will discuss next day. So we are starting from the subatomic as well as atomic level. All types of matter, as we are well aware, all types of matter are made of elements, and each element contains a single kind of atom. Each element contains a single kind of atoms. If we are trying to define atoms, A mean not, Tom mean cut, indivisible thing. Simply we say that atoms are indivisible things. So every kind of matter is made of elements, and element is made of single kind of elements. The composition of atoms, if we have considered about the composition, so atom is composed of many subatomic particles, but few are more important, like electron, proton, neutrons. There is a little bit image that elaborates the atomic level as well as molecular level. Bioelements, as you are well aware, 118 elements are discovered at this time, but 92 out of 118, 92 elements are naturally occurring, and some of the elements from 92 elements, naturally occurring elements, some of the elements are present, are used in making the bodies of organisms. So those elements which are used in making the body of living things, that elements are termed as bioelements. These take part in making the body mass of living organism, that are termed as bioelements. 16 elements are bioelements. From these 16 elements, 6 elements are those which constitutes about 99% of bodies of living organisms, and other 1% is involved only on 10%, 10 elements. Those 6 elements which are making 99% of the body of living organism, that are given oxygen, carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, calcium and phosphorus, make 99% of the total mass. Percentage of elements other than 6: potassium, sulfur, chlorine, sodium, magnesium, ferrous, copper, manganese, zinc and iodine collectively make just 1% of the total mass. That is the division between the 6 elements which are making the 99% of our body, in which oxygen is grabs maximum level, that's a 65%, carbon 18%, and hydrogen 10%, nitrogen 3%, calcium 1.5, phosphorus 1, and other 10 elements are making only 1%. whenever we are moving forward to the molecular level, when these elements which are found, bioelements which are found in our body, in the bodies of the living organisms, they cannot available in just independent state. They make a bond, ionic or covalent, to make a stable particle. So now we are discussing about the molecular level. Bioelements usually do not occur in isolated forms, rather they combine through ionic or covalent bonding. A molecule is the smallest part of the compound that retains the properties of that compound. The stable particle formed by such bonding is called molecule. Role of molecules in our body. Basically, you are very well aware. Molecules are the basically building blocks of living things. These molecules are the building material and are themselves constructed in great variety and complexity due to specific bonding arrangements. There are two kinds of molecules. One is the micromolecule, second is the macromolecule, and these molecules make different bonds with each other to form a larger particles, and we will discuss in the next slides. In next slides we will discuss about that one bonding and that one structures which are made from the combination of micromolecules as well as macromolecules. So we will try to discuss about micromolecules and macromolecules. Micromolecules are with low molecular weight, like glucose, water. Macromolecules are those molecules which have low molecular weight, like glucose, water, etc. Macromolecules are those molecules which have high molecular weights, like starch, proteins, lipids. Little bit imagination is here for the molecular level. Next, organelle and cell level. Biomolecules assemble in a particular way and form organelles. Now we can connect this slide with the last one. Biomolecules assemble in a particular way and form organelles. These organelles are actually subcellular structures. These organelles are termed as subcellular structures. When these subcellular structures assemble together to form a unit of life, this unit of life is termed as cell. Division of labor in the subcellular structure as well as are organelles. Mitochondria are specialized for cellular respiration, and mitochondria is an organelle in the cell. Ribosomes are specialized for protein synthesis that is also present in the cell. Labor specification: each type of organelle is specialized to perform a specific function, as we can learn it from previous slides. Little bit we are going forward to start a new segment that was on tissue level. Before starting the tissue level, we will just try to understand about the unicellular organisms as well as multicellular organisms. Unicellular organisms, prokaryotes and most protists, the entire organism consists of a single cell. Unicellular, simply we say that those organisms which consist of single cell. Multicellular organism, in the case of most fungi, all animals and all plants, the organism consists of up to trillions of cells. Are those organisms which consist of more than one cell, they are termed as multicellular. Little bit images different images of unicellular as well as multicellular are given here. On the one side you can observe the unicellular, and on the second side you can observe the multicellular. Tissue level in multicellular organisms, similar cells performing similar functions are organized in groups. In simple scenario, we say that tissue level or tissue is a group of cells which perform a same function. Group of cells which perform a same functions. So that is termed as tissue. A tissue is a group of similar cells specialized for the performance of a common function. Each cell in a tissue carries on its own life processes. Tissues in plants we can discuss here: epidermal tissue, ground tissue, as well as some others, etc. are also be there, but just we have taken it as an example. Tissues in animals, nervous tissues as well as muscular tissues, etc. Some other tissues many other tissues are also be here. Image of tissue. Just we